What's up, y'all? It's Shuffle. This is a commentary review of a run I just did. I was recording footage for my Flagellant guide, which I'm still working on. And one of the the builds I wanted to try was a Flagellant with the Martyr setup. That way you activate all of his low HP and high stress abilities. So I was using the Eternity's Collar and the Martyr Seal, even though you only get an extra like 2% death blow because of it. I was using those to make sure that I got the maximum benefit. And I used an Antiquarian to force people to hit the Flagellants. And I also played on Darkness because I wanted to try the Occultist with the Crimson Court set in a low light setting, because that is something I have very limited experience with. So I decided this should all be good. Now, this run ends horribly, spoilers, but the idea behind the team was I have two guards. And even though I have a bunch of low hit point people, the two guards and the dodge spam that I'm enabling with the Antiquarian, and mainly the Antiquarian, and the Occultist Crimson Court set, then also the dodge guard from the Houndmaster, I was thinking, okay, so this team will be very, very good at avoiding stuff, and the Flagellant's the only one that should be getting hit consistently, and if that's the case, then I'm not really sweating it too much. So I got lucky. I packed a bunch of scouting on the team. It has like base 75 scouting. I tried to prioritize speed, so that way the team could go first, and sometimes it kind of didn't go my way. I also didn't notice that my my Houndmaster has -2 speed in low torch. I should have paid attention to that, so I missed that one. And also the Occultist getting rabies here was not, it mattered quite a bit because he misses a couple times later on, so that was something I also forgot about. It's mostly, you know, the in-game stress was creeping up, and then my in-real life stress started creeping up, and I stopped paying attention to things that I should have been paying attention to that I normally do. So this is mostly an example of why greed is bad, and also kind of a lesson to try and be as mindful as possible. You know, it's a turn-based game. Since it's a turn-based game, always take as much time as you need. Think things through. You know, I played so much Darkest Dungeon that I felt I was on autopilot in a lot of cases, so me playing a new team with, and there's the altar, we're coming back for it, I threw my torches away, but me playing a new team alongside the Darkness and the things that started going wrong, it made a lot of things I stopped paying attention to, or it just created a lot of circumstances where I misplayed horrifically. So kind of sucked, but we're about to get to the more interesting parts of the video, like the point of the video here. So the team looks good right now, doesn't it? You know, it's like Darkness, it got through pretty easily. Like, the team feels rather effective. Like, this ends horribly, but for all things considered, I was liking the Occultist stun, I was liking the Antiquarian synergy. It's just kind of brittle with its hit point values. So, also, obviously I make some pretty horrific misplays. I think that's the inexperience, because I usually don't run teams like this. So, you know, I just had to learn how to do it. And I think if I do it again, I'll be much better at it, and I won't greedy kill some shamblers here. So here we go. This is a precautionary measure. The shambler always auto-scrambles your team, so one way to counter it is to try and scramble it beforehand and hope that he scrambles it back into order, which that works. I've had it on video where it successfully happens. So we do it here. And we get a pretty favorable setup here. The Occultist is where he's supposed to be. He gets an early stun, which was very lucky. He only had like a 30% chance there. So we set up, we have the stun, so I decided to go for the Invigorating Vapors because that's a free turn of buffing everyone. Flagellant goes back up front because he's supposed to. This is the first major mistake that arguably cost the run. I know it's a simple one, but I should have recognized the stun chance because the occultist is not going to get another stun off. Like, he gets, I think, one more off, but he's not going to get one on the shambler. So it would have been better to just take the turn to attack or guard or just set up my team a little bit better, and I chose not to. And that extra turn of damage is going to kind of snowball going forward. So we buff up, we hit our attacks here. We're getting the mark synergy. The shambler bleeds. When I say bleeds, I mean actually just like dies very quickly. So here's the first set of the clapper claws. This stun I should not have went for. 30% chance, not worth it. I was trying to bank on some crits too to get the extra stun chance, but it just wasn't happening. I should have been stunning the tentacles here, and I chose not to. So we're just buffing up. We don't get as many dodges as we're hoping for either. And then they get dodges. The misses do hinder us quite a bit. The Houndmaster is hitting pretty consistently for high damage. If you notice his tooltip, it's like 13 to 24, something like that. But he's not getting crits, so it kind of... We get good consistent damage, but not good burst damage. That's another stun I should not have went for.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
We're just like, okay, what do we do here? We just keep dodging? Keep dodging, right? So we keep dodging. We get some okay turns here. Like, high stress is what you're gonna encounter with the Shambler. It's like what is to be expected. The high damage is also there. This is very meaningful. That crit was super helpful, but this, even we get the dodges, right? Like, it looks so good. This claw, this clapper claw getting away at 1 hit point. That is the back-breaking moment in the fight, because it gets that crit, it causes this affliction, setting off that stress. Like, if it didn't crit, I wouldn't have got the affliction, I think, and I wouldn't have took all that damage, and that really set me behind. Me missing it gives it another turn of being buffed up. And so at this point, I'm like, okay, I need to start saving people. So I get a good occultist heal. You know, it's not the 70 health crit we're looking for, but it's good. I remember in this run, I think only 1 reclaim didn't bleed me. I was pretty upset. But the reclaim was good. I probably should have went for the attack here. That one's kind of debatable with the flagellant. And then we start getting hit, which is not good. You know, the dodge is starting to fail us. A lot of crits off the clapper claws. I mean, this is just what's going to happen. I should have thought more about how I'm going to kill these. Like, I should have given my occultist sacrificial stab. I should have given my Houndmaster Hound's Harry instead of my stress heal, because there's no way in hell I was going to be hitting stress heal on a fight like this. Like, a random, like a high chance, but a random chance stress heal for your party that doesn't heal too much on a single target is probably one of the least useful things I could have had, because I don't even hit it. So there was a couple times where if I had Hound's Harry, I would have hit it, but I didn't. So right here, this should have been a redeem. Like that, it was good that it crit. It was good that it helped kill this thing. And, you know, since it crit, you can say that it turned out pretty good, but I think that should have been a redeem. Also, my cat's knocking things off the desk, so I apologize for any background noise. But yeah, so it's looking okay. At this point, I'm like, okay, I'm probably going to get out of this, though, because I think even the Houndmaster dodged that attack, so it was really just the Flagellant that got smacked. He summons another tentacle, which I think I had too much of a split decision here. So if I had attacked, like if I tried to burn down the Shambler quicker, it wouldn't have summoned another tentacle. And if I tried to kill the tentacles, that miss, see, that's rabies. That's mostly rabies screwing us right there. But yeah, had I focused on one or the other, I probably would have did okay. The other thing I forgot about with the Houndmaster is I forgot to rebuff with the dog treat on the appropriate turn. So I went like 2 or 3 turns without having the dog treat damage, which again, the Shambler would be dead on this turn. Like, it would have been dead last turn, and it might not have summoned a tentacle. I might have got another crit, right? There's a lot of things I messed up there. This bleed Getting resisted sucked. My bleed chances aren't mega high, but they did suck. This crit, again, like you can see all of the things that happen. Like if I didn't move the Houndmaster on turn 1, I would have got another attack. If I would have used the Dog Treat, I would have got more damage out of it, which would have helped kill the Shambler faster. And if I killed the Shambler faster, it wouldn't have summoned the second tentacle, so the tentacle that's at full health wouldn't be existing right now. And since everyone's just getting crit to 0 hit points with Death's Door, and then getting afflicted, these things are landing and we're just outright dying, which kind of sucks. And the other thing too, oh, and then the Flagellant, I forgot, just kills the Occultist. Takes his, no, he didn't take his turn. He, wait, did he take his turn? I can't remember. I wasn't really paying attention to the order there, but I'm so mind frazzled at this point. Like, I lost the death blow chance on the Occultist, the Rapturous killed him. And then this here, it's looking like a party wipe at this point if I stay in it. So at this point I'm like, okay, my next turn I'm probably out here. Do I attack? I go for a reclaim. I don't know, I should have ran. This was the turn to get out of here. I was thinking, you know, the Occultist, oh, this is what I was thinking. I have Protect Me, right? And the Flagellant has just massive death blow resist. So I could probably win this. Like, I just need to hit 2 punishes and I'm out here, you know? And I didn't. Instead, I just do this. And I just eat the 2 Clapper Claws because I forget everything that's happening. And then we die. So this is a good lesson in greed and what not to do in Darkest Dungeon. It's safe to say that I am not a fan of the Martyr setup for Flagellant the entire run. He basically just didn't get hit too much, even with Protect Me and all that. So, I don't know. I'll explore it more, but I lost a couple good heroes, and the video is going to run out here. So, yeah, it sucks. But I'm not even mad. It's a little weird. It was just more like, wow, I misplayed horribly. Like, that was probably the worst I've ever played this game. So, anyway, I'm working on the Flagellant guide, so enjoy that. Thanks for watching. It should be up in a few days, maybe a week, hopefully. I'm trying to get it out this week, and this happened. I just happened to have the camera on, and I was thinking this might be good content to watch someone horribly play this game. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.